Welcome back, everybody, to the Toma Todito show. And I posted yesterday as I was landing here, letting you guys know that I made it I was landing to DFW. I'm here at DFW, or at DFW. I'm here at Fort Worth, just down the street from the Dickies Arena, and I'm here checking out the whole weekend, checking out the town. I had never been here before. It's been an amazing town thus far. And we're just a little bit over 24 hours away from seeing the Ortiz versus Hooker card take place. The weigh-ins just finished a little bit ago, and I immediately wanted to put this preview episode out. Vergil Ortiz came in at 147.6. Maurice Hooker at an even 147. Those 6 ounces. We don't know if he's going to end up paying a portion of the purse over to Maurice Hooker for the fight to continue. It doesn't look like the fight's falling through, or if he's actually going to go continue to cut and then reweigh. So that hasn't been announced yet, but those were the official weights: 147.6 to Maurice Hooker's 147 even. So he made weight. Senies Estrada came in a little bit lighter than Anabel Ortiz by a pound, 104 pounds to 105.2. That's going to be the co-main event. And that's the one that I'm really, really excited about. Of course, I'm excited about Ortiz and Hooker. That's an awesome main event, headlining event, to see Ortiz continue his streak. He's got 16 victories. All 16 victories have come by the fast lane. He stopped his opponents, and Maurice Hooker lost his title to Ramirez in the 140-pound division and moved up to welterweight now to challenge with the best that there is at welterweight, or at least such big names like your Terrence Crawfords, your Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Sean Porters. Now you're adding these two monsters into the mix. Vergil Ortiz says he's ready to get in there with them, and Maurice Hooker as well. This is that type of fight. It's big. It's a big card. Both of these guys, it was thought in years past that they were going to run into each other in the 140-pound division. And it didn't happen. Now it's happening here. Both local stars, both from the this Dallas area, and there's going to be a big following in that venue tomorrow night for both of these fighters. The co-main event is the one that I'm really, really excited about because I've been following Senies Estrada's career for quite a while now, and it's just. She's got an awesome career. She's got an awesome story. She's representing East Los Angeles, and Anabel Ortiz coming from Mexico. She's the champ. The WBA minimum weight title is going to be on the line. Anabel Ortiz walks in with a good streak of victories, a 31-3 record to 19-0. Senies Estrada, right? Super bad. This could be the first world title that she gets. Anabel Ortiz, of course, bringing that Mexican fire, that passion, and her boxing style is kind of similar to a Jessica McCaskill type fighter that she's very gritty, very not the prettiest style of boxing when she's inside the pocket. But when she's at a distance, she's able to pick her opponents apart by way of her left hand. She generates everything from her left side, and often leaving that right glove low, a little bit low down towards her waist, and exposing the right side of her face. So Senies Estrada is a big puncher. If she picks up on that, and she's got some reach on her, so if she picks up on that, she's going to be able to expose that weakness or that flaw in the guard. Anabel Ortiz generates everything from the left, whether it's through the body or head attack. It's always going to come by way of the left hand, and then she starts involving her right side attack. When she's inside the pocket, it's rough and tumble with her. Every fight that she gets in the pocket, she ends up headbutting opponents, or at least puts herself in a position. I'm not saying that she's doing it deliberate, but it leads to it because of kind of a sloppy attack that she has inside. She tends to initiate contact with her head, often damaging her opponents. So headbutts, the overhands to the sides, which is very similar to McCaskill, and why I compared her to McCaskill, because when they go in, they lead with the head low and the arms, rather than initiate the attack from the body and build their attack up by attacking the abs and building their attack up and then creating distance. They throw the overhand rights or the overhand lefts or the looping punches, which often end up catching the opponent's neck, the side of the head. The forearm often ends up landing instead of the glove. And so that it's a frustrating style for a more educated boxer when they get caught into that, right? And dating back, years back, the one that always comes to mind is when Vasily Lomachenko first started fighting in the professional rankings, and he ran in the second fight where he ran into Orlando Salido, and Orlando Salido just roughed him up. Stuff that Vasily Lomachenko was not used to dealing with in the amateurs. Didn't even know that you could get away with that stuff. And he even said it to his own admission after the fight. He's like, I didn't even know you could get away with all this stuff. And so he wanted that rematch with Salido, and it didn't happen. But Salido, the experienced professional boxer that he is, it is what it is, right? He went in and he roughed them up, kind of like a Maidana Mayweather type fights, right? And the plan was to just rough them up and go in there and throw everything and hit them with everything. And that's kind of the Anabel Ortiz style. Xenia Estrada is a little bit more of a methodical fighter. She likes to fight from a distance, very fast hands, and good power in her hands. So 19-0, this is her chance at getting her hands on her first major world championship. And so I'm really excited for her. She could pick up her 20th victory as well. For Anabel Ortiz, if she continues this streak, it's going to be a solid streak of title defenses. She's got, right now to date, let me see. You got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 victories in a row since her last defeat against Jessica Bopp. So 21, she's got a whole career, basically, more wins in a row coming into this fight than Xenia Estrada has in her entire career. Fights in her entire career. So right now you could consider a 21-0 fighter entering the ring against a 19-0 fighter. That 31-3 dates back to quite a bit. I mean, wow, that's impressive. You know, I just started counting right now because I'm looking at the list of victories here that she has. She has a long career. She started her career in 2007. So she's been around for quite a while. 21-0 versus 19-0 is what I'm looking at now, just based on this awesome streak that she's on since her last defeat. So she's been a champ for quite a while. Now, something that you should be able to catch on to this is that she's bringing 4 knockouts to her record. Out of those 31 victories, 4 knockouts only. Xenia has 8 knockouts to those 19, so 11 of those have gone all the way to decision. That should paint a picture for you right there as to where the power lies. The power, the reach, the power, the boxing is going to lie with Xenia Estrada versus the rough and tumble, the gritty, the hard-nosed style of fight is going to be, and the experience of what you could get away with in the ring lies with Anabel Ortiz. And she's the champ. So it has to be decisive, a decisive win by Xenia Estrada to be able to take that title away from her. The experience lies with the champ on this one. From there, we move on to the rest of the card. The third card, Alex Martin versus Luis Alberto Hernandez Ramos. 21-0 for Ramos walking into this ring against a 15-3 Alex Martin. That's going to be for the WBC Continental Americas Super Lightweight title. Marcelino Nicolas Lopez is on the undercard against Jairo Lopez. George Rincon against Luis Solis. Hector Valdez, Alberto Torres. Tristan Kalkruth against Dustin Long is going to be the opener. Tristan Kalkruth is a cruiserweight with a 7-0 record. Dustin Long with a 4-1 record. So those are big bodies that are going to be opening the card up. From there, everything's going to be pretty much the smaller weight divisions. 3 fights in the super lightweight at the 140 division. And then, of course, the minimum weight title bout between Ortiz and Estrada. And then the main event, Ortiz Jr., Vergil against Maurice Hooker. And that's in the welterweight division. So awesome card, stacked top to bottom with prospects, with up and coming stars, and of course those 2 main cards is the one that the main event and the co-main event are the ones that are really exciting me. So hope you get to check it out. You could check it out by way of DAZN, obviously, and then check your local listings. Depending on where you're at, you might be able to catch it on a different channel, right? Depending if you're outside of the States. But stateside, it's going to be aired by way of DAZN. And Golden Boy Promotions is putting this event on. And I can't wait. We'll see. So far, the town's treated me great. I can't wait to see how the arena looks, how the attendance issue is. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to come. Texas going through a little bit of post-COVID momentum here where the masks seem to be... at least on the news, everybody's saying that, hey, there's no more mask mandate, this and that, but you're still wearing them just as normal, right? There's been masks everywhere, especially at the weigh-ins. It was at top-notch conditions there as far as medically, as talking as far as social distancing, wearing the masks, having everything sanitized. It was even the fighters when they weighed in, they had those booties on their shoes. So it's top notch the way they're running that show right now over at the weigh-in, and I expect that and more tomorrow at the fight. So if you're here, if you're live and you're going to watch this, awesome. Hope I run into you guys. If you guys see me walking around, hey, come up to me, come talk to me. Let's talk about the fights, whether it's pre or post. Talk to me. You guys will run into me. You guys all know what I look like now. If you're not and you get to watch it from the comfort of your home, even better. So sit back, relax, like I always like to say, grab a good drink, surround yourself with good company, and enjoy the fights. And I'll bring you the post coverage here in a couple days' time. So take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Talk to you soon.